Good evening, viewers. All right, I don't have a setup for just two players, so you're a little split, Lily. I'm sorry. Oh no. We do have other folks coming in. They're just running a little bit behind. Um, yeah, nice to have you here, Carly and Lily. And viewers, how you doing this week, viewers? You all enjoying the winter weather so far? I love the snow. I cannot stand. I strongly dislike the cold though. But can't have the snow without it, I guess.
I wish I could like snow. I desperately wish I could like it.
Oh. Are there any particular parts that really just turn you off to snow?
I don't get snow in Alabama. We get ice.
Oh.
So if it
Mm-hmm.
snows, the entire state just shuts down.
Oh
So
no. What do we
yeah.
do here? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Buy all the milk and bread out of the grocery
Oh
stores.
no.
Like
It's the end of the world.
James Spann said it's the end of the world. The one weatherman we trust.
Oh, that's awesome. Nice. Evening Zen. Oh, okay. Well. Let me guess where name tags will go here. We'll see if I'm right later on. Probably keep tuna there in the front. So let's do that. And then maybe you were in. And then I think Ladron will come in after that. And then probably Nero. And then let's put Dia in the last up. We won't have Dia with us tonight. But well, we'll see how it goes. I'll do my best to honor her wishes. Which reminds me, I need to send another message to her. Um, let's see. Oops. I can type, I swear it. Make sure I'm sending this to Serena. Okay. All right. Did Tasha come in? She did not. Okay. That sounded judgmental because it was. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, Natasha's great, and I'm sure she'll be here. She's probably running around super worried about it. So we'll see here soon. It's a 2-week break from work, then. That's wonderful. Well, we've had gosh, what can I talk about without while we wait? We have a new background. Little snowflakes and puffs of snow and glowing lanterns and some other fun stuff like that. I was making backgrounds a little behind the stream. I was making backgrounds like a month ago, like that bokeh one that we usually use. And it's like, yeah, let me make this other nature like landscape for when, the players are all traveling, the characters are traveling. So I made this whole sunny, grassy knoll thing. Like, why did I spend that time doing that first? Like, it's the middle of winter in campaign, and it makes no sense to have this yet. So
You got it ready for later. It's fine.
it's true, yeah. So we got some nice chilly city-esque snowfall here. We got to experience the howling at the end of last session. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. There were a few interesting things. By interesting, I mean like cataclysmic things in this world that, of course, characters and players know. Hi, Vic. Vic RPG. Just waiting on a couple folks to join here. We'll get going tonight. Sharing some behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, so the players got to experience one of them. They, because their characters have lived in the world, they're familiar with them all. That the howling was one of them, and yeah, may or may not be related to, some of the crew. So exciting. Yeah. Yep. Hmm. Well, I did think Tasha was going to join a little bit sooner. Sorry for the any awkwardness, players and viewers. I swear. We starting Nimbleby here in about 10 minutes or so, and Tasha should be here pretty soon as well. Gosh, our you know what? I'll switch to our little battle thing here for a second, and share. Turn these off so you can just see. Where are our images? Last week, our players were in a cave. Oop. Yeah, there was a giant, like a 35-foot crystal heart in there that they were dealing with. I'm trying to get a sample of. There was all sorts of stuff going on there. Jeez. Nehru's book had a whole thing that showed up. Yeah, sorry. Nehru's book had pages appear in a lake and steam themselves into her book. There was Tuna and Dia were like doing that. I honestly wish there had been something behind the waterfall. Like,
We were determined.
yes,
man. We were determined.
Thoroughly searching like up and behind the waterfall. You did. I guess there was platinum at the top there. That could be mine. So.
Again, I had been playing a lot of Divinity. My brain was just in, there's treasure here.
Nice. I usually like to really try and jump in and reward, like when I see, players' characters like, ooh, this. It was my being ill prepared to give something decent. Like, you know what? There's platinum there.
I got to watch a sorcerer climb a waterfall. It was worth it to me.
Yeah, I had a moment of panic when Thea was like, and then I let go, catch me. I was like, are you sure you're 55 feet up? Oh,
I also had a moment of panic because I would have to catch her.
Yeah, like, We can do a check.
I was like, oh Jesus.
It's gonna end with some pain somewhere for sure. Oh, that's so nice, Vic. RPG. I know, right? Yeah. um, cool. Well, yeah. I hope you have fun. Had an amazing group of phenomenal role players here, and people, just human beings. As you know, if you've come from hearing from us through Nim. Um, gosh, yeah, yep, it's gonna be super super fun. All right, let me switch back to our other regular thing here. I'm gonna check our behind the scenes chat. Okay. All right. Um, I want to tease Tasha. Sounds like the poor thing's already rushing and worried. Hmm. I forgot I shared that little money breakdown. It's interesting. I was trying to look up. I looked that up like a month and a half ago. Money, like in-game D&D money, how it relates to like the U.S. dollar. I found a bunch of different ways people were trying, like the math behind the theory craft of it. Breaking down, how they're arriving at things. But I did end up sort of like between a couple that seemed to make the most sense to me. Um, but it's interesting. So like a copper piece is about $1. Um, which is wild because whenever I play, I'm like, yeah, copper piece. That's the pennies. Copper is pennies, cheap. It's the lowest. But looking at the prices of things, like, no, I guess that makes sense. Silver piece is $10. Even that, I guess, is a little cheap for like room and board and stuff. Is pretty cheap, but
It's like Roach Motel level.
yeah, yeah, right. Like, where do you want to stay? um, yeah, a gold piece being $100 is where it clicked the most for me, and like I can see that. I can see, you know, why people, like villagers and people that are, untrained, unskilled laborers are like, yeah, gold. You tip me a gold, Yeah, exactly, Vic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that if you wanted to eat like from the Dungeon Master's Guide, if you wanted to have the best meal option, like the royalty of royalty, um, three, uh, I think they're like 8 course meals a day plus any snacks in between. It's 8 gold. Um, and so that'd be $800. So that kind of tracks too, like
Wild.
yeah. Yeah, they probably don't. In fairness to the medieval setting, they probably can't craft quite what we could make today. Uh, 3 beers for $10. Yeah, yeah. It's happy hour.
Michelob Ultras.
Nice. We're all poured into a little keg and then watered
Right.
down, and yeah. Oh my goodness. Mm. Yeah, well, our awesome adventurers here managed to not only procure the little sample, like a softball size sample of this crystalline heart, but two, thanks to Theora, who's sadly it's Lily, split between two different layout options there. Sorry again, Lil. We'll be all set once someone else joins. Yay, there you go. Theora. Now be Ladrin. Oh no, yeah, you frowned for Ladrin. That's awesome. um, but Ladrin, who we discovered is a bit of a, I mean, I guess if the character art didn't give away that she had a touch of pyromania, then I don't know. She got extra
Ladron?
excited.
No,
There's ash
never.
in that bucket. It's crazy. She gets so excited.
Her face lit up at the word ash. She was like, like what?
I'm here. Yeah. So she was trying to heat up this. It's not really crystal. It's crystalline in nature, and she was heating it up so that Feora could have an easier time trying to carve samples out. But as she did, it seemed to charge the heart with energy. It went from those blues and dead colors up to like a vibrant red. Anyway, she kickstarted. She's like, after that happened a few times, she's like, I want to kickstart this fucker. And did just that. She poured a bunch of magic. It got really crazy and she couldn't disconnect. And everyone's trying to help her disconnect and pull her into the water beneath. And so they did. But a bunch of cool like vines and crystalline structures grew out from it, and it seemed to take on its own heartbeat. So we'll see what that's all about, I guess.
We were only mildly distressed.
Nice. It's funny. I got to watch back sections of our first session and last session too. And $50 for a deck of cards. That better be a really amazing deck of. Maybe it's really hard to make cardboard in medieval times or something. Nice, perfect, Vic. Yeah, let me know what else you come up with, Vic RPG. $100 for a whistle. Oh my goodness. I just there's no manufacturing yet, right? So I guess everything is handcrafted and materials are made by hand. Okay, sorry. Oh yeah, so I got to watch the other side, and it's so funny because we use Zoom, so I know it's there like for players to be able to chat. Sometimes I'll check in, or there's a direct message for me, but typically it's just for players to have fun. And watching, I can tell like when something gets extra funny in there because like I was watching the intro of Ayvaline from episode 1. And I start talking and I see like two people look down, and then it starts giggling. Like, yeah, that's on. And it's like a minute and a half of giggling as I'm like kind of talking about like, and then she starts talking to everyone. Everyone's like, "Oh shit, she's talking to us." It was amazing.
That's when the gay panic set in. We're all like, wait, fuck, hold on.
It's awesome. Eveline, what now? Martial artist build, excuse me? Tasha. Oh, she can't hear yet. Hi, Tasha. Ooh, what a nice, crisp winter background.
Oh no, that needs to go.
Oh,
We've
no.
got cold weather coming. I don't need that in my life right now.
Okay.
Where is my other that was left from work anyway.
Oh.
Okay, I'm ready now.
Oh, there you go. Is that, I guess,
Oh.
springtime? Or is that fall, right? Yellows and
Fall.
everything's in. Okay.
It's Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
Oh.
nice. Okay. Oh, look at that
I've
waterfall
been
on
on
your
a Lord of the
shoulder.
Rings kick recently, so it's
Nice.
the problem.
I love it way too much.
I still need to get caught up on the Amazon series there. Shame on me.
Have not watched it.
Okay, you either. Okay, nice.
It was a must every Friday or Saturday. But that was us personally.
A $500. That's Pentagon hammer money. That's that's insane. Okay, so I think with now that we have, let me just check in and see. Okay, so Nim's probably gonna be pretty soon here, so we will get underway, and Nim will be here any minute, I think. Well, our crew had their riverboat ride home from the mines. Feora with those two again, softball size samples of whatever this crystalline structure was. And um, the heart revived, growing, embedding itself within the cavernous space within the mountain Oren's Rest. Once again, steamboat ride from the mines back to the city. They experienced the howling, which is this incredibly intense storm, stacked up into the sky. It's known to come and go and travel almost as though it's sentient of its own free will. They witnessed it spread out in the very distant horizon. They watched it move and just drop to the ground and encompass everything on the surface out there for a minute or two or a few minutes before drawing itself back up and then dissipating entirely. But the booms of thunder and lightning could be heard way over here, even from the horizon. So I had a lot of people on the riverboat nervous and interested. And then they docked in the little port, the city there, Oberman's Mill, and had Endelin call to them for their coach. So I think I'll get a little bit of medieval city ambiance here. I'm going to put it in Zoom for players. Here we go. Just in case you want to have that. I'm like, oh, you've been cooking? I will get that hydrate in just a moment. Thank you. Okay, back to the notes. Right, we have Endelin. Over here! Right! Into the coach! Opens up the door in her butler's uniform. And I'm assuming everyone's getting in for the ride back to Ayvaline's?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Ladrin, is your little cute chibi gargoyle, Gregory, hanging out with you currently?
Probably.
What color, since they're a mood
Um,
mood gargoyle?
I would say. Ooh, let's see. I'm Googling something. We're say it's like a gray to white color because we are very exhausted right now.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So,
Yeah,
not a whole
Ladrin.
lot of color right now.
Okay. Poor Gregory. Yes,
I know.
I think both Ladrin and Dia suffered 2 points of exhaustion in
Yes.
that very intense ordeal. All right, so the journey to Ayvaline's estate is well comfortable. You're in a very decadent coach. Still has the drinks in the container between some of the seats, soft cushions. It's warm. It's soundproofed. You see, of course, the falling snow. That's oh, I'm sorry. The skies are clear currently, but it's freezing. You see people freezing outside as they're walking around the city.
Thank you.
And again, Oberman's Mill out. Whereas the rest of this continent and the world is very much a medieval setting, thanks to the discoveries numerous decades ago of Arkstone from this mountain, a magical ore that helps. What's the word? Channel electricity and even increase its energy output exponentially. Oberman's Mill, being a city full of tinkerers, has really come to be almost a bit of a steampunk city, for lack of a better term that just encapsulates it so well. But using Arkstone instead of steam to power a lot of mechanical contraptions and such. The city's very orderly, all about their celebrations. And there are 2 days left until the 100th to the dot at midnight tomorrow night. It'll be 100 years since the Sundering, all those different primes from across the multiverse smushed into one. and split in two, one for deities, one for primordials, which is one you're on. You find your way back, and the coach almost makes you tired, you know, especially once you get off like the cobblestone streets and you get into the cold, grassy, sodden roads. It's there's a certain, you know, comfortable vibration. The seats are comfy, and you pull up in the evening time around 7 or so um, at Ayvaline's estate. And then, right, we're here. Wakes anyone up that's snoozing.
Tuna's fully like on like head tilted back like dad snoring.
Nice, nice.
Fully.
Oh, pardon me. We were here. Wait, she
Oh,
shakes me.
Right, sorry. I'm
Don't-
like wiping drool.
He'll open up the carriage and guide you all up to the actual main entrance. Open the door, let you all in. I imagine you're all probably a bit hungry. So if you want to wait in the dining area, I can get you all something to eat. Would any of you care for something to drink along with dinner? Y'all look a bit ragged.
That's rude.
Well, rude but truthful. You wouldn't appreciate me if I wasn't honest with you.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Right, well, make
Yes.
sure there's options. Yeah, she sees you into the dining area. And comfortable chairs in here. Endolin starts setting the table. She tasks some other servants to get some food prepared and brings out a tasty meal for everyone. And start filling your bellies. There's wine, there's harder drinks, there's lager and ale and such too. She follows up. Ayvaline will be here in a bit. She's in the city. She had some business to tend to, but I've let her know that you're all here, and she's eager to see how you all did. She's racing back right now.
What sort of business did she have? Is everything all right?
Oh yeah, this is just sort of doesn't like to go into town unless she absolutely has to. But this was a bit of I think she mentioned some of the businesses she's trying to set up here, and some of that paperwork's due before the end of the year. She was hoping to get that done while you were all at the mines, but it sounds like she just got caught, you know, red tape and all that. So, nothing serious though. Not just the mundane work, administrative work that comes with running the business and all. Setting it up.
Is she lying to me?
You can do an insight check if you want. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Something seems so fishy about Ayvaline. I don't know what it is.
Nice.
That's a 19. Eric's.
Nice. You can tell that she is being genuine and truthful. It does seem to be something with her business. Okay. Yeah, it's awesome. I love insight checks too. Yeah, I'm like,
I had
yeah. So it doesn't take too long. I'll give you all, you know, a few minutes if there's anything you want to roleplay at the table while you wait for Ayvaline to arrive. Otherwise, let's skip ahead.
Is Endolin still here? Like, is she at the table?
She left. She's a bell ring away.
Okay. I kind of lean in closer to everyone. I would just kind of like to keep the second chunk of crystal, I don't want to say a secret from Ayvaline. I just rather think she doesn't need to know that we have a secondary one.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're the one who did the work to get it, so
I just wanted to let you guys know.
gotcha.
Vacation, yay! Um, and we all did it together. Kind of group effort going on.
Whatever you want is what I want. She's like falling asleep at the table. So she's listening, but she's tired.
He is effectively there with you. Like, you do usually playing a little more of an interactive role in discussions. It's just sort of on autopilot. You can, yes, that's good. You think she heard you and understood? You can't be sure. All right. So, not too long after, filling your bellies and having drinks at the ready if you wish to partake, you hear the front door open several hallways down, and you're rather fast-paced footfalls, uh, almost racing down the hall system to the dining area, and the double doors to this dining area. Let me give that to thank you though. Burst open. Oh, and here, perfect timing. I'm going to quickly change our layout to accommodate. And, yeah, sweet. I nailed the names. They're all in the right order. Yeah. This chair. Okay. So, Nim, everyone took the coach home. Dia, Ladrin, of course, 2 points of exhaustion each, extra tired. Everyone's tired. Juna was sort of taking a nap. In the coach as well. You just came in. Endlin set everyone up with a tasty meal. Said Ayvaline was in the city. Tuna asked what for. Endlin said for some business. And Tuna, and there was an insight check, which was a nice 19, which told Tuna that Endlin was being honest and that it was, in fact, work in the city. You finished your food. You heard the front door open and like a fast-paced footfalls almost running down the hall. And the double doors just swung open to the dining hall. And Ayvaline steps in. Bit of a different sort of a business casual outfit today. It's kind of like a leather top with short sleeves with the cool shoulders cut out, because I love that style, and like a black kind of silk folded. It tucks into that like it's a dress bottom almost. That's a bit floofy and comes down, and aquatic hair as a water genasi, still kind of floating as though she's underwater. Oh, you're here! You all made it. It went well then. I'm going to sit. Pulls a seat at the end of the table. Please, do tell. I held up in the sun. I'm so sorry for being late. To my own appointment here. What did you find? I'm so curious. And is everyone all right? I'm kind of looking at Ladrin and Thea in particular.
Thumbs up.
We had a bit of an incident, she says, as she kind of like reaches into her pouch and grabs one of the crystal chunks.
Oh, is that? May I?
She hands it over.
Takes it and just sort of mesmerized by it. And what was it you discovered?
It's alive.
Looks back at the crystal. Oh.
Don't know if that chunk's alive. I'm pretty sure the bigger chunk is alive. Because they went kaboom, boom, 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 boom.
So there's an entire node of this ore.
It's more like a heart,
Like a human heart.
like an actual heart, not like a.
Oh, not. Oh.
Yeah, no, it's not like a metaphorical heart. Like it was beating.
Oh, complete with. All right.
Yeah.
And right. So you went to the mine. You found a beating heart. And did you have to take this off the beating heart?
I just look at Feora.
So
It gets
listen.
really shady in Fiora's section of the dining area.
Listen. This material, you have to warm it up so you can chisel little bits off. And when I did that, I warmed it up and it started beating.
Oh,
And then it stopped.
all right.
And then we did it, just to see if it would beat again. I warmed it up again, just to warm it up, just to see if it beat.
Yes.
And then it did it again, but twice or 3 times. I don't know. I'm really tired. And then I had the brilliant idea, after we all agreed, that I think this thing is alive and I would like to jumpstart it back to life. So I did.
Incredible.
And it healed itself
Oh,
from all the people chiseling at it. It healed
Truly.
itself.
I'm astounded. That sets it down. I'm so eager to look into this, but I wish to hear the rest of your tale. It's you've healed. It healed itself. You've returned it to life. And this was in the depths of Citrone's mine. Was there anything else of note in the mine?
Lizards.
There are many down there. Yes.
They attacked us. Big lizards.
There's less now.
Oh, good. Lovely.
Yeah. And now there's a bunch of vines wrapped around the heart too, so I think you can still get to it, but I'm pretty sure that heart's alive and may not want to be chiseled at anymore. Like, it probably was really hurt from all y'all mining it. Not you, but just in general.
Yes. I've actually had a thought spark on that, but before I let my mind get swept up in that, Citrone, did Citrone leave any clues behind as to anything, their business, or to whom they were selling, or anything?
Yes.
Oh,
She
good. I'm
reaches
glad you
into-
remembered.
She reaches into her pouch again and she takes out those parchment pieces that she had found in the trash and kind of lines them back up how she did and pushes them across the table.
Atri Elevia. Interesting. All right. Incredible. I need to look at this crystal. Is there anything else of note then from the cave before I move forward with this?
We covered the whole heart healing itself, vines. Yeah.
Yes, no, it's incredible. All right then, if that's everything, you will come with me. If this is what I think it might be, then this is astonishing. He gets up from the table and heads out the doors and starts heading upstairs in a manner.
Goodbye.
Is anyone taking her invite to follow her?
Oh, see, again, she's out of it. Are we going?
I mean, I feel like,
Probably.
yeah.
I think we should.
So like we're not. I'm just very quietly gonna say. So we're not mentioning. Okay, got it.
She doesn't.
It's
It,
not necessary. It's fine.
it was really
It's
only
not
about the crystal.
necessary. Yeah.
We'll
All
just
right.
say we'll save the waters for
Hmm.
another time in case it comes up later. Like, oh yeah, forgot about that. Well, I was too exhausted to remember. See, we just yeah.
Yeah, magical healing water, and just completely slipped my mind. You know, just come across it so often.
I'm gonna kind of scurry after, so it doesn't seem like we waited too long.
Nice. Okay.
We just kind of like awkwardly speed walk, like the half walk, half run you do across the street when there's a car coming.
It was very descriptive. Yes,
But you know exactly what I mean.
It's a
I
great
do.
visual, yeah.
I was there.
Excellent. All right. Well, if you all follow up, tune in the lead. It's setting a good base. Yeah, even Ayvaline seems incredibly excited and eager to get to wherever she's going. You navigate your way through out of this wing and into a different wing of her manor, and follow her into what appears externally just be another room in here. But as you step inside, you find yourselves clearly, without a doubt, in an alchemist's lab. Between all of the tools of an alchemist being laid out on a number of different tables in here, there's a lot of bookcases lining the walls, parchment and scribbles and notes on a number of other tables, and nothing currently running, everything just ready to be used. Ayvaline is already setting things up and to perform some sort of test or something on this crystal. Please sit down, make yourselves comfortable. Unless any of you are fellow alchemists and wish to help. There we go. And she gets to work. I'll let her do a roll for thing. I don't know if any of you are crafters of any sort, but anyone, I think even, to layman's eyes, you can tell that these are like a mastercraft set of tools in here. These are not your, buy the local bazaar level of alchemy kits, or the ones that come in the cool little suitcases and stuff. Like these are, it's the full-on deal. And she begins working away in her alchemist den. So if you all have anything you want to do, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to skip to the results, like 40 minutes of her working on stuff in here.
Blazed and just watching, but doing like you're in class trying to stay awake, and then you're like, yep.
Nice. Cheers are extra comfy too. Yes, this confirms it. Yes. Well, let's. This isn't. Your find is incredible. Well, I'll show you. Come with me. And she leaves, starts walking out of this room.
Hey.
Time to get walks not too far, just down the hallway into another room. This is like a grand 2-story library in here. You step in and it sort of has like a balcony around and little spiraling staircases on either side of the room. Just the walls fully adorned with bookcases. Nim in particular, I think, Nim, for shame, Dan. Nehru in particular, a lot of these are mundane books, but as you look down below over the balcony in the lower level, much like the book that you saw in that reading room, if it was definitely something like from Lost Lore, there's cases and cases, display cases of different books and items and other things down bottom that are not from present time. Yes. So Well, down we go. And she goes down the spiral staircase and walks over to one of the cases. Here we are. Opens it up, takes out just a handful of pages that had once belonged in a book, likely, that show a few images and talk about a creature known as Oren. This mountain range, known as Oren's Rest, she begins by sharing. Yes, Oren's Rest, yes. The name Oren wasn't chosen by those that settled here, you see. It's a name that the people that resided here before had. They named this mountain Oren's Rest. Upon further research, I discovered that, well, it speaks of, for lack of a better term, the original, the parent of all earth elementals went by the name of Oren in some other prime. And often I thought, upon finding these passages, well, what a beautiful sentiment. Yes, very large mountain range. It makes sense. However, you'll see here, she'll flip to a couple pages in and show some of her findings with her alchemy kit match up with some findings, alchemical findings in this page. And it also speaks of this creature and a heart within it. When you said heart, I absolutely had to come and test this. I couldn't even imagine such a thing being true. But it would seem that somewhere at one point, yes, this creature did exist, and it's my understanding from these pages is that in whichever prime it existed, it fell in the war, yes, between the primordials and deities. You brought something back, Adrian, presumed to be simply gone and dead. And not just something, but the parent of all, all earth elementals.
I knew it was alive.
It's incredible. Yes, well, let me see if I can, I'm just wrapping my head around this. If you've resuscitated it and it's connected itself, it sounds like you said through vines and other networking back to the mountain, then it's healing. That process will take a considerable amount of time. That's not something we'll see set and done anytime soon, I'm sure, but the work is underway. I can handle the cave. Did you find any other entrances, exits? Was it simply the one, or did Citrone have another means of? He must have, yes, if they were mining.
There was a secondary mine shaft that looked newer than everything else.
Yeah. All right. Well then, I can take care of the mine. I can close it. I can seal it. Yes. I'll make sure that no one else can enter. We don't want the city's constabulary force finding that. And if Oren is healing, we don't want anyone to interrupt that process. Switch to our other thing.
No. You have to protect that mountain at all costs, because that thing may be very tired. Getting it to jumpstart again. You better protect it.
I will. Absolutely.
Holding you to it.
Of course. Still just in utter awe of the work. Certainly you've earned everything that you've asked for. Certainly. I'm actually going to send in Discord an image of Oren that is in the pages she's showing. Nope, wrong thing, Dan. Sorry, chat. I just want to make sure our players get to see this. I think it's this one. Oh, good. I was worried it wasn't going to send it in Discord. There you go. So the page in there I'm putting up for viewers too is this Earth Elemental, the parent of all Earth Elementals, is standing over a city in this particular image, and absolutely towering over it. It rises far. Its ankles are about at the peaks of mountains. Its head far above all the clouds up in the sky at cruising altitude. It is an absolute, a beast of a creature, and apparently, again, the very first of its kind created, that then helped make, all other Earth Elementals after that. So, I'll leave that up for a minute. Yes, well, I'm so sorry. I'm still just absolutely beside myself. I'm here in this time when you've discovered such a thing. Incredible. Yes, we'll seal the mines. I will keep you updated on any progress. Again, not anything that we'll see anytime soon. That I imagine the coming back from we all seemed like death is an intense and long experience. However, there is someone that needs to know of this. Someone else. It's very important. Let's find a more comfortable place to sit. I'm sorry to walk you all over the estate and back, but I think we need to sit down. I'm going to share some other things, and it'd be best if seated.
As we head to the next spot,
Mhm.
Ladrin's gonna wrap an arm around Feora. I can't wait. How tall is Feora?
Probably like only an inch or two shorter than you, considering everyone's heights.
Okay. So yeah, like one of these, and like, all right, let's go.
Like most drinking nights.
Yes, except this time she's like.
Except this time I'm the crutch.
Yeah.
Exactly. Roles have changed.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so. Whew. All right, she brings you along to what will likely be one of the last spots here in the manor for the night. And it's it's very comfortable sitting room, nice roaring fireplace along the back wall, like a 10-foot wide fireplace. A lot of large paintings on the walls, and little busts and other decor around. Regular drink cart seems to be one pretty regularly throughout in most rooms. And you all get to sit down in very comfortable chairs, sort of in a U shape, kind of open towards that fireplace. There's a small coffee table in the center. First. I wish to give you each, this is incredible, and I've picked up along the way, and puts pouches of gold down in front of everyone. It's 40 gold pieces for each of you. I have to simply have to reward you handsomely for your expertise in the find and the unforeseen difficulties with the lizards. Yes, and I have something I think might benefit you. You see, in honesty, I'm going to ask you for another favor here in a moment, and this is just to hopefully grease those wheels a bit. Yes, this should benefit you all. And she opens up a drawer in a little server station nearby, closes it, and brings over a beautifully sewn together leather pouch. Sets it down. Nehru, being proficient arcana, you can tell there's a lot of magic coming off of this. And this, will you consider it a gift? And again, please, to my next request, it's a bag of holding. You can store it. It's only this large, yes, but you can store things. It holds, maybe a bookcase's worth of books or more. It's quite a bit you can hold in it. And it doesn't shake or anything. And you put your hand in and you think about the item you wish to remove, and then that's what apparates in your hand. Very handy when having to move larger things. No air. Yes, so be careful. You can't breathe, and there's a 10 minutes worth of, air whenever you open it. So, caution. Never mix two of these. I had a friend that found out a very difficult way. Very sad story. But today, this is for you. Again, consider it some grease for the wheels.
Thank you. You wouldn't happen to have any books that you'd be willing to store in this bag, would you? It's kind of cheekily gesturing at some of the books she had seen.
You may pick two books of your choice. There. Yes.
Yeah. I don't remember the title of the book about. I think there were three brothers or three characters who were ascended to godhood. I don't know if I got the title of that.
Yeah. I don't recall either. That was something I said in the moment. I didn't, but I know the books you're talking about. Ooh.
And I don't know if she would be willing to give up the book that has the lore with the heart in it, even on a loan.
Oh, that's a wise choice, Nehru. I said any two books, and any two books it shall be.
Thank you. I'll be sure to keep them safe.
I have a sense of camaraderie with you. I feel I can trust those words. Oh, yes. Oren, restored the early signs of life, yes? With the heart being restored, and Oren beginning their long recovery, the Archfey will involve themselves for sure. They are the influence of which I spoke passionately before asking you to investigate the cave, the mines. Those, of course, that will either support this world and its growth and stability, or undermine it completely. The person that I said needs to know is, her name is Alindra, and I'd like to task you with delivering this message. She is an Archfey and will support this world. She does already from the Feywild, for she is Queen of all Eladrin, the Fairy Queen, ruler of the Court of Stars. looks around to see if anybody... you can all roll history checks if you want to see if anyone is aware that if you have the sage background, you can do so with advantage. Or if you're proficient in history, I'll let you do it at advantage too.
Oh, perfect.
Part of me wants to roll my -1 history just to see.
Yeah!
What if you have both?
Oh, then I'll give you a +3 on top of all your other modifiers if you have both.
Let's go, librarians.
I said it in chat, I'll say it. Nehru, my beloved. Like,
Yeah, Nehru's guys. I'll go around and ask just so I don't force y'all to like try and answer around other people. Tuna, what'd you get?
10.
Okay. Feora?
9.
Okay. Ladrin?
15.
All right. Nehru?
This is hilarious, actually.
Oh.
I have double proficiency, and I got the lowest. I got 7.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, wow.
Terrible.
Amazing. Here we
And
go.
that was
I'm not using this day.
and that was with
That's-
advantage too.
Mhm.
Oh, you poor soul. Pobrecita.
She's too flustered by Ayvaline. So
There's too much. There's too much excitement in this. Yeah. Ladrin. Just Ladrin. Actually, I should probably roll for Dia. Oh, okay. No, that's what'd you get, Dia? Wait, actually, I should see if she's proficient. Okay. That's a 17 for Dia. Okay, so Dia. For when if you catch it later, and Ladrin, you're both you're not familiar with the name Alindra. I've heard in passing the Queen of all Eladrin. Eladrin are incredibly strong elves. Again, Feywild has only existed here, like in the Prime. It was created 110 years ago, just before the Sundering. But because time operates so differently in the Feywild, it's been centuries and centuries in there. So again, Eladrin, there are plenty that travel this world here in the Prime, and so hearing that, all of you are aware of Eladrin. I'll put that as a base. That's everyone's aware of Eladrin being strong elves, just magically, innately very strong with magic. I'm gonna throw magic in there a second time. The Fairy Queen, you've probably heard them referred to as well. The Court of Stars, I'm going to say that both Ladrin and Dia, with those checks, know that is actually a realm of space. It's like a demi-plane. But it was something you have read about and not... People don't talk about it like it's a real place. It's like, ooh, Feywild, this mystical realm of the Court of Stars.
So you said she's a queen of Eladrin?
Yes. You know what? There is a little bit. Here's what you've heard lore-wise, like very flowery speech about the person who's said to be queen and rule. Because I've got it pulled up. Her very smile could cause crops to ripen, and her frown could trigger wildfires. Her gaze could cause mortals to go mad. No ordinary weapon can harm her. She can immediately recognize pure water, all animals and plants and poisons. She's supposed to have great powers of charming people. Let's see. She can summon an entire force. Oh no, just period. She can summon woodland creatures and swarms of critters to her aid.
Snow White.
With a simple wave of her hand, she can entangle, armies with nearby, vegetation and growth and such. And that she watches over all Fae beings, dryads, pixies, satyrs, trants, unicorns, any of the other nearly countless varieties of Fae beings. Anyone from the oh gosh, I'm gonna have to give this to you though, Nero, because of your background. There's no way you wouldn't know this. So you would absolutely know all these things too. And that she desires that all such creatures can someday just live in utter joy and peace and joy. But now you have a name, Alindra. And I would like to task you with delivering this message to Alindra. As the ones who witnessed.
It seems that we're being called to this, so I'm willing if you all are.
Would she know that we're coming so she doesn't like accidentally smite us? Just random.
I plan to send you with effectively a letter of introduction to make sure that there's no smiting. She's not that quick to smite.
You just never know when someone's having a bad day and takes it out on somebody else.
Very true, yes. There's another matter in town, more immediate, which I would ask for your assistance with, but after that, in order to access the Court of Stars, you would have to travel deep within the forest, Crestwood Valley. You can, of course, either traverse the mountains or head further south to Crystal Brook and procure a guide to guide you through the more populated mountain area there. But please don't bring your guide, if you choose that path, into Crestwood Valley, as this location of the portal must remain secret.
Oh, yes, I've been there.
Oh, yes. Well, that will be handy then. Good.
Right?
Good. Well, I'll make sure that you get. You'll. I trust I can show you the location without writing it down, as I don't want any written copies of this anywhere.
Yeah. Can you maybe save that for like the next day when I've had some sleep? So I can like really retain this information? That would be swell.
Absolutely.
You're a dear.
In fact, I think I'll share my other request and a quick warning, and then from there, you're welcome to rest here again tonight for all those that wish, and we can carry on in the morning.
Yes, please.
With a warning that it must issue. There's a person, one of which I must warn you. She's an archfey as well. Though you must never speak her name lightly, for she has many ears and eyes in all corners of the world. And utter her name only when absolutely necessary. For speaking Nithrana out loud in the wrong place and wrong time could lead to an early grave, or worse. Just as Alindra has others she works with, so too does Nithrana. My guess is that she will learn of Oren before we can reach Alindra, so beware of any interference. Best. that aside, Faete Elevere raised suspicions with these documents you found in the cave. I believe that her business warrants inspection. For the festival tomorrow night, the remembrance of 100-year centennial remembrance of the Sundering, Faete is unveiling something in the city square for that. Something that's rather large construction that's been covered for the past 2 years or so. That's finally going to be unveiled for this celebration. I believe that given that there's the unveiling and the citywide celebration that night, her warehouse will have fewer guards and no workers. Would like to ask if you feel up to sneaking in and taking a look around, seeing if there's any traces of these gems or the goods that Citrone had. She was indeed part of this. They would either be there or have passed through.
Mm-hmm.
I expect only a small handful or less of guards. I would ask for non-lethal force to be used, please, if you have to engage.
Sure. Kind of deflates at that, like, damn it.
Nice. If your life is in danger, do what you must.
No,
course.
I'm trying to be better. That's a good thing. I'm trying to grow from this.
Well, that's everything. That's all my requests and all the info I can share. Yes. Well, let's rest. Yes. I'll excuse myself first in case you all have anything you wish to speak, discuss this at all. I don't have eyes and ears in all corners of the world, or even my manor, so please, this is a safe space for you to discuss. I'll see if...
Do you have eyes and ears on a certain someone I had asked you about, though, correct?
Yes. I'm gathering information currently. Endlin, in fact, will likely be doing a good deal of research on that tomorrow. I would say tomorrow evening, or the following morning after the celebration at the very latest. I should have most of the requested information for you, certainly, and for most of you.
Thank you.
Yes, please. Well earned. All of you. Well, I leave you to it, and I shall see. You're welcome to stay here. Don't feel that you need to, but again, there's the entire guest wing, so I shall hope to see you in the morning, though, either way. And she gives a soft bow and excuses herself from the room, leaving you all to discuss if you have anything you want to chat about.
I don't remember the name of them that should not be discussed out loud. So it's a good thing. If anyone else has it, I don't know when we need it. But I'm letting you know. I don't know who it is.
I'm gonna be honest, as soon as we were told we couldn't say the name out loud, I kind of blocked it out because I don't trust myself.
Yeah. I'm just afraid I'll say something else. Oh yeah, that one.
Mhm.
Now I
That
remember.
was not even close to what I was thinking about. I effectively role played so well. Look at
Nice.
me.
You're doing
That's
great.
awesome.
I was writing other stuff and I was like, wait. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just remember as not, I just won't say it.
Mm,
Quit.
perfect.
Stop it.
So you've all been given a couple like potential requests from Ayvaline. Is there anything you all want to discuss among yourselves, or do you want me to move on to the next morning?
It seems
I'm-
like we're all on the same page.
Okay. Well, after an incredibly long day in the mines, fighting giant subterranean lizards and restarting giant earth elemental hearts, we're all due a nice rest. So everyone finds their way to wherever they're staying and gets a nice long rest. So be sure that in D&D Beyond you give yourselves a long rest to recuperate.
Not me clicking the character builder.
Nice. Whee! Back up, yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, beautiful. Well, after a very refreshing, rejuvenating night of rest, Ladrin and Dia are down to just 1 point of exhaustion. And, you all meet up around breakfast time, Ayvaline as well. And she is, she has just a huge stack of pancakes, and she's just loading it up with syrup. Like, oh, I love my syrup. Oh, I think I made this too tall to cut. Oh well. Hope you forgive my manners. And she just starts like stabbing one and eating a pancake. Puppy. Yes. I should also mention that I'm in a position, of course, to take care of several of your needs. While traveling, of course, I can cover your rations for the entire trip. If you have anywhere, if you end up stopping in a city, I can cover adequate lodging. Of course, you wish to. One thing I have a considerable amount of that I've earned over the years is of gold and funds and access and such, so I'll continue to do my best to use those in your favor in any way that I can. Yes. As I said, by this evening or tomorrow midday at latest, I should have at least the basic information that you've each asked for. I'm trying to be as thorough and extensive as I can. So far, without going into specifics here at the table, okay. Well, I'll just say that it's, some requests are a bit elusive, and I'm finding information, but proving difficult. I want to find everything I can for you. Anyway, it sounds as though you're all on board with the mission at Faete Elevator's warehouse tonight. Good. There should be plenty of noise in the streets with the celebration tonight. Of course, that strikes at midnight officially, but I'm sure it'll be difficult to walk through the streets by 4 or 5 this evening. This afternoon, so
And Daniel, sorry, this was to gather which bit of information?
this was to look into Elivir's Masterworks symbol
Right.
was on that page, so it's checking her warehouse to see any crystals there, or any like
Yeah.
residue, or like did they come through here? Does that cover what you were looking for?
Yeah.
Okay,
thank you.
okay, neat. Right. So make sure. Okay. Yes. Let's see. Right. Well, you're free, of course, to do whatever you wish today. You've got some extra gold in your pockets in case anything you wish to spend it on today. And otherwise, please feel free to return here after your investigation tonight. I would not approach the warehouse before 10. 11 might be a better time. Typically, they change their shifts, the guards and such, around somewhere between 10 and 11. So 11's usually your best bet, that the other guards get settled in. And again, I know for a fact that there won't be any employees there given the celebration. There'll be plenty of noise between celebrations, the fireworks, the everything. Do you have any questions for me? I know I gave you quite a bit of information last evening. Very well.
The location through. Hold on. Trevor, please chill. Through Crestwood Valley.
Yes.
Now that I'm a little bit more awake.
You do. You seem quite vibrant this morning. Yesterday I was concerned for you and dear, and
It's fine.
yes. Well, Enderlin comes over, gets the map. So here's the regular, the Dragonspire Mountains and such, and kind of tries to give you a pretty thorough breakdown of even some landmarks there. That you would probably be familiar with, given like your background and being there and stuff.
Mhm.
So the portal only opens at midnight specifically. So once there, I won't find a thing until midnight. So I think that will get you there. When you know how dangerous the woods can be in the mountains, so please take care. Worse things than lizards there, of course. But should you find your way into the Court of Stars, or Evernight, that's the other name it goes by, simply all there will know the Queen, Alindra. Simply show your letter of introduction, and they will, whether citizen or whatever role they play there, I'm sure they'll see you to the next person closest to the Queen and get you where you need to go.
Cool. I made a mental note in my Google Docs brain, so.
Perfect.
Is there anywhere in the city where we may be able to purchase a lantern or some light source for our friends here who may have difficulty traveling through the dark?
Certainly. There's within the city, there's a few adventurous stores. If you're looking for the basic version of things, I would suggest heading out of the city's west entrance. Out there, adventuring gear is much less expensive and still finely crafted. Expecting many adventurers to be passing through or out there beyond the city walls. If you're looking for something with a little more style, then there's a few shops I can name within the city.
I was thinking something enchanted, but if we may be able to make it too.
Well, I'm a bit hesitant to send you here. You could go to Crazy Marvin's Discount Adventurous Goods. Fine
Like
work.
the name?
Yes, yeah. But it's a very true. It's more of a warning than perhaps than a business name. But fine person Marvin is. You get a few people in one person with Marvin, and it's an experience, and they have finely crafted wares, including some that don't have low-level enchantments, ever-burning flame, things like that. If that's what you're looking for, I don't think we can't name anyone that has anything more advanced than the lower-level enchantment.
That may be perfect. I'll be sure to take caution.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. I can't possibly put into words the experience, so I'll simply allow you to enjoy it yourselves.
Is that his title, Crazy Marvin, or?
As self-proclaimed, I would of course never speak of someone that way. Otherwise, it's in the business name, and that's what he prefers. You'll just have to. I don't. There's so many levels to Marvin that I just don't know how to explain. It's a difficult person. I don't know. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. That's more than enough information. Thank you.
Yes. Well. In that case, I shall let you all tend to the city. I'll see you all later in the evening. You all hear is, she says that, and it gets a little bit quiet in the kitchen. Just beyond the doorway, like across the hall, you hear a sound like a and a couple of you, like, maybe Ladrin and Nero can see out in that area. And it's your cat in the litter box. And that's where we'll take our bio break tonight. Just your cat using the bathroom.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah. All right. So for anyone that's new here, hey, Coffee. Yeah, we take about a 10-minute bio break. So our audio will be live. So feel free to chat with us. That's, for players, just a reminder that we, usually keep it live. So we'll be heard. But we'll have our starting soon screen up, and we'll catch you all in about 10 minutes. Catch you then.
Bye.
I'm gonna take down our starting soon screen. Sorry. Snow. Well, there's plenty in the campaign. It's not the same.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are back. Yay! Let's see. Where we? Right. So with that, yep, you kind of have, and just as a DM check-in, because I know that it was a lot, to toss around. Just want to make sure everyone, is on board. Kind of, I didn't, cram too much in at once, so it wasn't understandable or anything. Does everyone feel pretty comfortable with what you're up to?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we signed off our souls or anything, so I think we're fine. I
Nice.
might need a reminder of the details, but yeah.
Okie
Were souls a party requirement? I don't know that I brought mine.
Oh, well, you're screwed.
I don't know if this is lore or if this is a bit.
It's a bit.
Okay. I was like, I don't know which direction we're going with this.
It's a bit.
Can you sell it twice?
Spoilers.
Uh-huh.
Line us up for that Archfey Warlock patron.
Fix, oops, too far, OBS.
This is, I guess, technically something that we should have asked Ayvaline, but I'll just ask you. Is there like a dress code, like specific attire for the festival kind of thing?
Oh, nope.
Like Mardi Gras.
There there are it's Nothing that covers the entire celebration. There are a lot of people that wear certain outfits that are in remembrance of deities and patrons of, that lined with cold and such before. Others wear different masks and cool get-ups to honor primordials over ice and snow and winter. It's a little bit outside of the true, like, the idea of the remembrance of the Sundering. But you can kind of go in whatever you like. There's sort of groups for everything.
Oh.
Like numbers. All right, I'm gonna pull my notes back up. All right, so with that, you are able to all finish breakfast, and you have the day. It's not until like 11 p.m. tonight that it's the safe time to go approach that warehouse. Too many names now. I said Ayvaline, that's her name. Did give you the location of this warehouse. Again, feeling like if Theedry Ellerveer did have anything to do with these crystals or Citrone's death or anything like that, the crystals would have been in this warehouse, are either there now or would have passed through at one point. And since they leave kind of a strong, arcana residual, probably leaning on Nehru, for that. Possibly detect that. Okay. And so is there anything you all would like to do today? Any shopping? Any, people you need to see before going to the warehouse tonight?
I think Legion would need to stop by the Zenith place.
Oh, okay.
Just to be like, yo, you may not see me for a little bit.
Okay.
Don't stop working on my behalf.
Nice. All right. You get, oh gosh, of course the I don't have her name right here. Sorry. The head, yes, effectively scientist there, is just devastated. Oh, yeah. How long did you say?
I don't know. It may be.
It's like a month's travel out to
Thank
Crestwood
you.
Valley.
It's like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
It may be, we'll say 2 months, just in case something happens.
Oh,
But it's like, we're going to take a deep breath. I have been not doing much for 5 years. I feel like this is a very long needed vacation. That's not a vacation, but like,
yeah.
just get out of the city for a little bit. It's not you, it's me.
All right, but you're coming back, right? Like, we don't want to lose our stride with the tests and
all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, why would I want to leave you when you're helping me?
Right. I mean, that's what makes logical sense.
Right.
So good. Well, yeah. Take your time, but also hurry. And I hope that your vacation is nice. And I'll
You're
work.
gonna miss me. Aw. Aw.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss you. But
It's fine if you don't. It's okay.
No. I'll work on what we have.
Great.
And but just come back.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Do we have? There's like, I've heard of this thing, and you like talk into it, and like a person on the other end could hear it, but they could be like
Hands in a
many
string.
leagues away.
Oh, no. Leagues away. I mean, we're
Something-
sending stones.
That
But I don't have any.
Ugh.
I mean, if you want to pick some up, I'm happy to. I'm happy to take one, and then we can communicate in case anything happens. Anything, maybe. And she gives you a little notebook. Like, take notes. Take notes here. Take notes in case
Okay,
you
okay.
notice anything out of the ordinary. Anything fluctuates. You look a little tired.
well.
Are you okay? You getting rest?
So something happened.
Oh, okay.
She like looks around. Okay. Oh wait, yeah, I'm guessing she later went by herself over here real quick. Okay.
Mhm.
So she rolls back her sleeves. And so
Oh.
you see all the vines are exposed,
Oh.
but then she like does one of these.
Mm-hmm. They've grown. Later,
They
they've grown.
grew.
Centimeters at least. What? Why was there a catalyst? What did you notice? Did you feel anything?
Oh shit, can I say? Do we tell Ayvaline we wouldn't say? I don't know. No, this is for research. So I may have helped kickstart a giant crystal heart that belongs to the daddy of all earth elementals. Okay? Like, it's a
Okay.
big fucking deal. Anyways, but it was like, long story short,
Yes.
I needed to warm it up because we were going to like chisel it before we
Oh,
knew
the
that
dark
it was
stone.
alive.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure. Okay, you know. So yeah. So it started going kaboom, 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 like a heart does.
Oh.
And I was like, well,
Oh.
shit, I'm gonna do this again.
Okay.
And then I kept doing it
Oh. Continuous magic.
with the fire. Yeah. And then
That triggered
almost
this.
wasn't able to let go. But the vine thing happened, and now it's further up. So there's that. I have more now.
All right. Well, caution. I usher. I'd advise caution and continuous magic use until we can understand it better. Or touching crystals or hearts. We don't know which
Okay.
it was. Yeah. Right. I suppose that could have that outcome. We'll just be cautious and write notes and get a sending stone and give it to me. Because if anything else happens while you're gone, I need to know. I need to.
Oh, that's true. Where can I get that?
She'll name a shop or two. I'll pay for half. I'll pay for half the sending stone because one's yours, one's mine, right? It's basic math.
That's fair. Thank you.
Yes, and
Cool.
And how do you if you couldn't stop, she'll just like ask a ton of questions around like the circumstances to whatever degree you're comfortable sharing, and then be like, okay.
I probably would share all of it within reason.
Okay.
Not the
Adela's
person
slate
we're
stealer.
communicating with, but
Yeah.
just
Gotcha. Okay, so Adela's like, you see, she like 3/4 of the way through is now just lost in the calculations and positing these questions of what it could be. Yes, right, Legion, good. So get the thing. I'll pay half, and great. Be careful and go quick. Return quickly.
yeah.
Hmm.
Cool. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. I'll go grab that sending stone and I will be right back.
Okay.
So
you do
later goes out and
that.
gets a sending stone.
I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna check here. I think they're. I'll get you the actual price of it here. Basically, it's based on sending, which is third level. All right. I'll get you that. But you do that, and unless it's unreasonable, and I give you a price that is too high for what you want to pay, we'll say that you're able to get a sending stone with a Della Slate Stealer.
Got it.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's 101 to 500. So give me a sec. I'll tell you right now.
Jesus.
Oh damn. Actually, that wouldn't work. I have to re-roll that. Anyway. trying to get okay. Right, and then that's fine. That's gonna be cheap. That's gonna be pretty cheap. 55 gold pieces.
Okay. A piece?
For the set, she'll offer to pay 25. That's what she had in mind.
25? Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Is it 55? Okay, so she's third.
Be sure to
30.
add it to your inventory and add like in the
Yes.
notes, Adela Slate Stealer. Lead. I closed it. Lead.
Remove gold. Okay. Setting stone.
Head researcher. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else? Any shopping before tonight's warehouse adventures? Let me
I
jump to
gotta
Nero.
see Crazy Marvin.
See if I have all my stuff for Crazy Marvin. Okay.
Oh, he's
Sorry.
got lore. Exciting.
Got all sorts of stuff going on. Okay, so yeah, any are you heading just to that shop, or was there any other locations?
I think just there. Yeah.
Okay.
Because Nehru would have recalled Dia having some difficulty getting around the caves, and
Okay.
other than that, I got my books. I'm good to go.
Would you mind if Tuna accompanied you? Simply because Tuna wants to meet Crazy Marvin.
Of course, yeah.
Perfect. I don't even want to buy anything. I just want to see the dude.
It's probably quite the spectacle with a name like that.
I'm unprepared for all of Marvin's antics, but I will be prepared in the future. I'm just gonna get the stuff back out here for Crazy Marvin. Okay, so you exit the city proper through the west gate, and as you pass through, there's sprawled out mostly tents of varying sizes and shapes and such, where people have set up to cater to adventurers kind of passing through, not really staying or residing in the city, but getting some quick wares, staying a night, and then leaving and heading out wherever they're. There is a few proper storefronts out here, one of which is Crazy Marvin's. It looks sort of like one of the old man, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like in an old west sort of a general store. Relatively not rickety, but very basic sort of vertical clapboard, and just a very old Western style storefront. Yeah, a couple small windows in the front and a door. Open the front door. Ting, 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 ting. Rings a bell. The number of rows of shelving in here that have different items on it. You do immediately sense some arcana here in Eru among some of the items. The back wall and the right-hand wall and the front wall on either side of the door all have display cases with items in them. And then in the left-hand wall towards the back is a section to like the final third of the building, and there's a door in the wall there to reach to access that, and then a long counter that's just maybe 3.5 feet tall. You hear someone in that back room, but you don't spot anybody in here. There's a couple people shopping, but no one manning the place, it would seem, just yet. What would you like to do?
I think I'll call out. I feel like I wouldn't just yell out Crazy Marvin, but maybe just like slowly make my way towards where I hear the shuffling. Just kind of peer my head in, if possible.
Yeah.
Anyone there?
Yeah, just a minute. Oh, just hold on. Here and then just something falls behind that door, and you're like, oh, rocket, and you hear some footfalls go around to the counter, and it leans out past. Yep, and you see, it's tough to tell if he's dwarven or human, given his gait and shape and such. But he appears to be, if he's human, maybe into his like late 50s or so. Big old kind of Western cowboy hat, and some tan, like a tan button-up shirt over a white t-shirt, and a big old leather belt. Hey, well, I'm over here. Come on over. Welcome. What can I do you for?
I take it you must be Marvin.
That's me. In the hat.
His hat. I had a pretty simple request. I looking to aid a friend of mine that has trouble seeing dark. Do you have anything that may?
Well, I do. We got torches. We got some other lights.
Anything with a longer duration? Maybe something magical.
Ooh, you're looking for the fine stuff, huh? Well, I'd have to ask Carl, but are you looking for something like we got? I think we had some lights that they had ever burning flame. You can open and close it with a shutter. So if you want to be in the dark real quick, you can close it up. But otherwise, it gives you about 20 feet of bright light, another 20 dim or so. You can. And it keeps burning forever. You don't have to relight it, worry about fuel.
And anything else?
Well, let me check with Carl. We might have something. Just a moment. And he walks back into that back room again. And you hear him talking to someone about, magical items. Gives a brief description of what it is that you're asking for. And out comes the same person, but with glasses and their hair up. No! I'm Pearl. I understand that you're looking for some magical items, yes? Something with dark vision?
Yeah, something with dark vision. Preferably something that doesn't need to be held, if at all possible.
Well. Did you have something? Oh, let's pull through some doors and stuff below the counter. Well, I think the only thing that we have here pulls up a pair of goggles, leather strap. They look really nice. They have they're shaped with some brass. They have blue lenses, brass.
Like steampunk.
Yeah, it kind of points up here, and then like a gold leaf that points up here, and almost like the top of a beak. It kind of looks like an owl mask. It just kind of covers the top of the nose and goes up. These here are the goggles of the night. These can, while wearing these, use against dark vision out to about 60 feet or so. It's it's hands-free, which is what you're looking for, and it's a bit of a fashion statement too.
Quite. May I ask the price of such a fine item?
Oh, to split with something this divine would be. Let's see. He takes out a little abacus and starts.
A mathematician.
Oh, well. It would be about 149 gold pieces, I'm afraid. Magical nature and all that. But expertly crafted, magical, so it won't break under normal circumstances. Just don't get it near any lava.
Is there a reason why?
Oh, that's about the only thing that can destroy that item. Also, just generally not safe, I would say.
Really sweet. I think she's gonna do it because it's shit's fancy. That's why Neru has no money and is performing so many nights. She's got an eye for fine things, and this one is at least a little practical.
Mm-hmm.
So she, without even thinking, like offers him 140 gold pieces. Sold.
Fine selection. Is there anything else I can interest you in then while like seeing you like immediately drop the gold for it? Anything else that perhaps you are in the market for?
Not currently, but perhaps my friend Opportunity here.
Oh, well, hello. Looks up like. Wait.
I didn't think I was that tall.
Oh.
Okay.
They're like 4'8". They're somewhere
Yeah.
around there. Yeah.
Fair. Hi,
Hello.
I'm mostly just moral support for this, I'm not gonna lie to you, but
Oh, it's important world.
yeah, for sure. Oh no, we just heard a lot about this establishment and the lovely staff here, so I just was curious to meet you myself.
Yes, well,
So
we only hire the best.
yeah, I can certainly see that. Where did your friend go?
Oh, Marvin or Regina
Yes,
or
Marvin.
Rex? Oh, Marvin. Yes. Well, I think that he's on taking inventory.
I see. Well, it's not really anything in particular that I'm really looking for, unless you have anything for the more devoted, religious. I know you mostly dabble in the arcane, so it might be a bit.
But there's plenty of we have a bin of old deity-based holy symbols, if that's your thing. They're all simply it's 10 silver a pop. You just pick your favorite out of the bin. If you're looking for I don't know if you use any sort of arcane focus with that sort of thing.
The holy symbol is a focus. It's a complicated thing.
Oh,
But well,
that's more of a
you know,
Texas.
worth a shot. Just nice to meet you. It was worth the trip just for this. So.
Oh, not too kind. Yes, well, please do come again then if you have any other needs. We have varying stock from month to month.
Of course, we'll keep you in mind.
No. Well, good day to you both then, and yes, happy hunting and whatnot.
Do tell Marvin goodbye from us.
I
If you
will.
have a chance.
Sure, he'll appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
He turns to go back and Marvin, oh, what a delightful guest we had out there. They should, and he hear him start talking to Marvin. Okay.
Delightful.
I wish I had all Marvin stuff, but okay, so you've got I linked in Zoom the item, but be sure to I guess you don't have to put it in your inventory, but just let
It's in my bag of holding. Thank you.
okay. Okay. Anyone else with any shopping or ready to advance to the
I need to go shopping for potions, and if Feor has a question for the party, like collectively.
I'll say I kind of imagine, most of you going around, shop to shop. I'm sure at one point you're all together. If you want to have your party share, and then we'll potion shop.
works for me.
Yeah, you're all just walking down the street. Take it away, Faora.
So clearly this crystal was a little bit more than we were anticipating. And we all know Ayvaline put a lot of stress on it not falling into the wrong hands. And you know, it's a big city, and while I feel pretty confident in my capabilities to protect it, I have an idea for a better way to take care of it. I have connections to the Dragon's Horde, and with your permission, everyone, because you know we all kind of work for it together, I'd like to call in a favor to have the crystal taken there.
The entire crystal, or just what we've harvested?
Just what we've harvested. Yeah, I don't dare touch the entire thing.
He is gonna back you up for a second. I'm sorry. Did you just say the Dragon's Horde?
Yes.
That fictional place that doesn't really exist?
I can't really speak on it too much, but it's not fictional.
I just learned something new about my friend. I don't know what this is, but I just learned something new.
Well, I believe you, Faora. Just, that's a shock.
Isn't the Dragon's Horde back in Avalon?
Yeah, I have quite a few friends there. I'd have to call in a fair amount of favors, but I feel that it would be worth it to protect this.
I can't even picture a thieves guild operating in Avalon. That place is, let alone. Okay. Sure. I'm okay
That
with
must
that.
mean they're doing a good job, if you would imagine it, right?
Yeah.
Keeping themselves secret.
That place is a near utopia, and so well organized and managed. Like, how anyone can operate under their noses, I don't know. But I agree, they must be skilled.
Right then, I'll send out a few letters and get it taken care of.
You're awesome.
He nods down. Okay. Is there anything that you want to do here, Faora, on stream with that?
She'll probably continue down the street. She needs to go shopping for potions, so wherever, you know, kind of the nearest store is for that, she'll start walking down, but then on her way to the store, she'll pass by a statue. Nothing that really stands out with it too much, just a I don't know, we'll just say statue of like a little mechanical lion. And as she walks by, she'll kind of brush by and quickly adjust a brass plate along the base, tuck inside the bag that holds the crystal, and like barely even looking like she's stopping where she's walking, kind of latch it back on, and like ever so slightly twist the paw of the lion and continue on our way.
Okay. Nice. So spy-like. All right, you continue on, and you come across there's a number of herbalist shops and other places like that that'll sell you healing potions and other potions. Yeah, you go in. There's a young elven woman that helps you. Hello, welcome. What can I help you with today, miss?
I need how much are your potions of healing?
Well, our standard healing potions run about 50 gold pieces. If you're looking for the greater ones, they're around 250.
Okay, I will take one of just the regular.
Right, all right. So we'll pull out a crate that has little separators and a bunch of these healing potions. There you are. And of course, if you get 2, you get a discount, and they're just 90 instead, just in case.
Oh, what the hell? I'm sure I'll use it.
Oh, I use
take one
decision, which takes another round. Right. Anything else for you today, miss?
She'll kind of look down, look at the bottles. No, that's okay.
Well, take care wherever you're doing. You need healing potions. Make sure you do your best to stay safe out there.
Thank you.
Right, and you leave the building. Make sure you put those 2 regular potions of healing into your inventory. Okay. That everybody stocked up? Anyone else wagering anything shopping wise or?
I don't think so. I think she got what she needed to get, which was the sending stone. Yeah, no, I think she should be good.
Okay. Nice. All right. So, at one point, everyone kind of meets back up, and if you don't have anything you want to do until the 11 o'clock thing, I'll just zip us forward. Otherwise, let me know. But, it's around 11. You'll find your way. Like, the city streets are jam-packed. Like, around 9:30, you realize, okay, we all need to start walking over here just to get across the city in an hour and a half, because streets are full of revelry and people. There's fireworks going off. Again, the center portion of town is extra jam-packed because of whatever this reveal is going to be with Elvira's Masterworks, having worked on it for 2.5 years. You all are in the sort of center portion of town, but far to the south. Actually, let me quickly check our thing here. I think Elevators is actually, we have a city map in our Discord here. Here it is. Of course, I didn't put things on review, so sorry. That giant building to the left of the river there with the bushes around it is Elevators Masterworks. That's their actual building. However, their warehouse is in the southern portion of the city, sort of straight in the middle, but down in the south. Not almost riverside. So, you find yourselves about a block away. How do you want to go about approaching this warehouse? Give you a minute to chat and discuss as you approach.
We weren't given like a schematic of this, like, or even like a verbal one when we spoke with.
I'll say that she probably didn't have like the interior schematics. I think Elvira would probably keep those under wraps a fair bit, but the description of the building you do have, so you'll find the right one.
Is there any way that maybe Nehru, having come in such close contact with the heart crystal, maybe being able to sense? Well, I guess we don't know if it's there. I guess what I'm trying to say is if she can sense any like presence of anything or what near one of the visible entrances. I may be asking for too much.
Gotcha. I feel like you would probably have a good idea of, having that proficiency in Arcana that if it's there and in the building, it depends on like what it's packaged in. If it's in crates, it might be more difficult to read and might have to be pretty close. If it's like out and about, you'd probably feel it from maybe even outside of the building. If it had been there and isn't any longer, it would kind of depend on how long it's been since it was there. But you do know you'd probably need to be like pretty close, like near a crate that might have held it or something like that, or scanning while walking around near the crates for that level.
So she's speaking to everyone else. I may be able to help us track down any crystals once we're inside, but she looks over to Feora. You seem to be pretty adept at sneaking and maybe even perhaps sleight of hand. Do you think you'd be able to pick any locks if we find a doorway?
If you need to, absolutely. I can see what I can do.
If we're looking for this piece of the heart, it'll be... I can detect magic for about 10 minutes. I'll need a bit... I can do a ritual and not take up any of my lots of magic for the day, but not me trying to explain spell slots and lore.
It's okay, you're probably thinking that in your mind and explaining it, not
Right.
the technical term.
Right. So yeah, I mean, if we can take a bit of time to prepare, I can do that. If I get close enough to it, I'll be able to sense it.
That sounds good. I just think we should really try to focus on getting inside.
Oh, for sure. I'm
you
not
don't
great help with that,
overextend.
I'll admit to you. But
I think we should try and find if there's any, like how many entrances there are, if there's guards posted at each one. And we'll take it from there.
I'm somewhat sneaky, so I could assist in kind of scouting everything out if I need to.
I'm really good at keeping an eye out. Gregory too.
He is just going to follow everyone's lead, I think. All right,
So it sounds like we'll find an entrance, keep a lookout, and we should probably keep someone outside. Maybe. Is it a large warehouse or is it more like a shack?
it's, I mean, it's maybe, I don't know. Maybe like 50, maybe 60 feet by 60 feet. So nothing like huge, but bigger than I guess a typical suburban house,
I just don't feel comfortable splitting people up.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let someone else make that decision, but yeah, willing to scout out once we're inside.
I'm good with whatever you need me to do.
Dia might, just since the player's not here tonight, and I don't want to run anyone into the ground with bad rolls, unless Dia might offer to stay outside, but be ready at a moment's notice. Like if any of you call, she'll come running in. If that works for
That
all of
sounds
you.
good.
All right. So, who's heading? So you have reached the end of the block, and while there aren't as many people here in the streets at a quick glance, let me just ask everyone to do a perception check. Actually, as you approach, you round the corner. And let me know what you got. Tuna.
7.
Ooh.
My passive is 15 though.
Oh, thank you. I'll hang on to that then. That's awesome. Fiora?
22.
Okay. Ladrin?
24.
Oh, jeez. All right. And Nehru?
22.
Nice. Okay. All right. With Tuna's 15 passive too, because that can play in here. You all see relatively quickly, while the streets are relatively full of people, this is a little bit outside of that jam-packed area of the city, which is like a huge swath of the center of the city. On the opposite side of the warehouse, maybe a block away, there's plenty of noise from the festival and people. But this block, not really too many people. You see that the doors, is anyone going any further? That's first perception. Doors are closed. The doors are on this side of the wall that you can see. I mean, you're looking at the corners. You can see 2 walls. A couple of windows on one wall, a window and a door on the right-hand wall. Is anyone trying to do like a full walk around, or is that enough? That's just first glance.
I mostly just want to see if there's any guards posted at the doors that we see.
No guards.
Then I won't need a full walk around.
Okay. Yeah, there's plenty of lights on inside, but no guards posted outside.
Can we hear anything from within the building?
Not from across the street, but if you wanted to get closer near a window, you might be able to. You could try.
I mean, it sounds like there's enough distractions outside to maybe we can just saunter closer.
Mm.
So Nero's going to approach slowly instead.
Okay. Avery begins walking over. Anyone else?
I'll follow them.
Okay.
I might actually hang back, keep an eye out just in case.
Okay. All right. So you're like across the street, like you're still obscured in an alleyway. Everyone is currently. So Tuna, you're staying like sort of in that alleyway to keep an eye currently.
Yeah. Not. I'm close enough that I can like, if something pops off, I can run across and help.
Okay.
But I feel like 2 people walking up is probably less obvious than 4 people.
We're going to take a selfie in front
Yeah.
of Charlie.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna switch this over. Hopefully, this is still working. Oh, good. Good. All right. So you 3 are all over here. Tuna, Ladrin, and Dia are sort of back in an alley. I don't have the other buildings out, but this is your warehouse. So I have Feora and Feora. Was Feora going with? I think, right? With Nehru. Let me know. Here's double doors. They're actually closed as you see them. What would you like to do as you approach? Go anywhere around, of course. Outer perimeter.
Are there any windows we can peer in, see if there's any people like close to the doors?
There's a window here. And you would have seen another window here, here, and 2 here. From your corner back here.
Where's the light coming from? Can we? Or I'm assuming it's nighttime. We can probably see.
Yeah. There's some. You don't see the light source, but there's light coming out of the windows. Probably Let's see. Around the seam of the door here, you would see one in the window over here and over here. This particular window in the front is dark.
I have changeling vision. You probably want to look there first.
Okay. So if you find your way over here, Feyor, what do you want to do as you see Nehru approach that front window, this darkened window?
I guess I'll try walking around the side of the building to look at some of the other
This
windows.
side over here?
Yeah.
And are you looking in the other window into that dark space, the other darkened window? Or are you coming down for one of the lit ones?
One of the lit ones.
Up here. May I ask you
Also,
both?
is it too late to mention that
Never.
I think okay. I think given the nature of this event, Nehru would have likely taken an opportunity to activate her shape changer ability to conceal her giant flashy wings so she can
Okay.
yeah,
You just
in
sort of
case-
shift them into non-existence for now?
we just kind of go back into her body. So they're just imagining someone having dinner and seeing these like butterfly wings, like
Yeah. What's
flapping.
that? Yeah. Okay. Now, just because we're sort of new to the campaign too, I'll put out like a little DM note for me. Typically, if you want to be stealthy, definitely say, I want to be stealthy or quietly look. That'd be my signal to have you check for stealth. Otherwise, I'm just going to assume, folks are just walking. So, would you both like to be stealthy for this?
I would
Okay.
for peering through the window, but I won't speak for Feyora.
Neat. Okay. May I ask you both to roll?
Sorry, I just
Okay.
wanted to say that I've got the boots of elven kind, so I think that kind of keeps my feet from making any sound.
Yes, you have advantage on the stealth check because no one can hear your steps. So, regular roll for Nehru for stealth, please, and with advantage for Feyora, please. And let's see, Feyora.
Math is hard. I rolled 17 for both, and then I have +7 for stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so whatever that math is.
17 plus 7?
Yeah.
Okay. It's 24. And Nehru?
So I was lucky. I rolled a 7 in total.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It was the wing shifting made a little ruffle with the clothing and stuff that, unanticipated. That's okay. All right. And then if you haven't already, because I can't remember if I asked, go ahead and roll investigation checks, each of you, if you would. It's a little nerve-wracking, I guess Feyora's probably done this a fair bit, so, Nehru, if this is relatively new, I don't know, for Nehru, but you might hear a little bit of a heartbeat, like, in your chest, like, oh, okay, don't get caught, be quiet, sneak.
She's a performer. She's used to standing out, not.
Yeah.
No?
All right, Nehru, what did you get for investigation?
A whopping 6.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's dark. It makes sense. That's a Feyora?
I got a 9.
Okay. All right. So as you peer in here, Nehru, you have dark vision, and even though you can see still, even though it's really dark, but it kind of just looks like crates. Taking a while for your eyes to adjust, like fireworks just went off, and you caught sight of them quickly as they snapped in the air, caught your attention. And looking in here, it's just you don't see. It's a lot of shapes, but they seem to be crates and barrels. You don't hear anything or see anything that stands out. You think? I'm pretty sure. And Feyora. Feyora. Oh, gosh, what was your roll? Not a 6? 9? Oh, right. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. It's dimly lit in here. There's all but a little oil lantern with a glass cover on a desk in here. This seems to be an office, like the manager's office of this little warehouse. But you'll be damned if you can tell what's going on in here. Like, you don't see any people, but yeah, you're just having a really tough time. You know, the windows are smudgy, you know, so you're trying to like look through the smudges in the window. It's really tough to tell in here. All right. What would y'all like to do after your first look around?
I think I'll tell Feyre what I've seen. And do you think you'd be able to open one of these windows? Or how do you feel about going through this way?
Fine trying it if you are.
It seems like there's some creeps in the room near the front here. I couldn't see very well and make out really what was there, but maybe start here because there doesn't seem to be anyone present.
Okay.
Is the window locked?
Let me quickly check in and see if Tuna and Ladrin have anything they want to do. Seeing like the two of them kind of come back to this window, and you see Feora starting to, you know, mess with the window to maybe go in.
We should probably go, right, at this point.
Sure.
I don't really.
I mean, I'm like, if I don't do something for a long period of time, I that's how I get into trouble. So
Yeah,
I need,
let's
just
go.
go.
Dia assures you she'll keep watch. As the two of you approach, behind here, Feora and Neighbor both, you know, you kind of hear them approach, or at least, you know, they let
trying.
themselves known. Oh,
I was gonna
stealthy?
say I'm trying to be stealthy.
Oh yeah, go and roll a stealth check.
Ooh, me too.
Okay, go for
Oh my
it.
god.
Oh no, Tuna, what'd you get?
7.
Okay.
Twinsies.
That's awesome. And Latrin.
Got 14?
Okay, it's pretty good. Yeah, there's, you know, that one cobblestone that sticks up, Tuna? Like, it gets you every damn time. Like, clunk, and you...
I just come back up. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm rusty. I've not done this in a while. Oh god.
It's okay. It's okay. and you see like Gregory's like trying to cheer you on with this little gargoyle paws. He's now a beautiful like yellowy color. No, it's dark. It's more like a dark blue, very, very, very like navy blue.
Awesome. Feora, the door, the window is locked. However, it's one of these ancient latching systems. You run a blade in and you push the latch off to the side and it's going to unlock it. So if you don't mind doing a quick, like a thieves tools check, or, you know, I think however we set it up there in your rolls in D&D Beyond. It's basically lock picking, but...
Are we allowed to do like combat actions outside of combat?
Sure. Like if you have stuff, yeah, like skills and spells and stuff.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Bardic inspiration.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, it was, you get an extra 1d6.
Oh, nice. Does Nehru do anything to like have any performance or say anything to pass the hype?
She kind of just like does like a few like snaps and it's like sparks coming from her fingers. It's, you know, I think when she tried to put her wings away, she smacked into the building a little bit, so she's too stunned to really sing. Just like,
Awesome.
you got this. Jazz hands. There you go. Just jazz hands. Yeah.
I love it. So if you want to use that now, Fiora, you're welcome to. Um, it lasts for 10 minutes if you want to hang on to it too. I will say you feel fairly confident with knowing the lock and how successful you were beforehand.
I'll hold on to it for now because I rolled a 17.
Okay. Yeah, 17. The blade. You're not sure why they have such a crappy lock system on the window here, but they do. Yeah, the window's now unlocked. It's a double sash, one over the other, if you wanted to open it.
Yeah, I'll try and like carefully open it in case like it sticks. I don't want it to be too loud.
Okay, not too much of a problem. Up it goes. It's plenty big enough for each of you to fit through. If you're planning on climbing inside.
I do. I'll kind of like turn around to everyone like, anyone want to go first?
After you.
I'll go after you.
Okay, so I'll kind of hoist myself up, climb in as quietly as possible.
Okay. Make it just a quick acrobatics check, each person that's climbing in, if you don't mind. We'll say Fiora's first. I guess Nehru second, if that's okay, since you here. And then I'll have Tuna and Ladrian. All right, Fiora, what did you get?
I got a 16. I also just want to say I'm like very much in my element. It's like my rolls haven't been that great, but my bonuses are really coming in clutch, and I'm just excited about it. I needed to express that.
Nice, nice. Actually, I'm not gonna have anyone else to roll because once Fiora's in, Fiora knows, like, let me help people in nice and carefully, gotta keep everyone quiet. So you are now, all four of you, inside this room. Now that you're inside and you can kind of look and feel around quietly, you can see that this seems to be more of a utility storage area. There's some janitor stuff in here, basic grains for some food, for breaks and things like that. This isn't like the warehouse storage kind of area. It's a relatively small section here, but there is a door right here that leads further into the warehouse.
I'm gonna say very. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
No, I'm just gonna say very quietly before we go in. Okay, let's do a quick little prayer. And I'm going to use emboldening bond. I feel like I'm gonna do it on Fiora and Nehru. So they now have a magical bond, and so when they're within 30 feet of each other, they can add a D4 to an attack, ability check, or saving throw for 10 minutes.
Nice.
So like that fusion in Dragon Ball Z, like
yeah. In my brain,
amazing.
there's like, for a second, there's like a golden like thread that kind of connects y'all two, and then it just kind of fades. But so yeah, because I feel like y'all two are gonna be the ones kind of heading this little operation.
That's
so.
fantastic. Okay.
Free bless, basically.
Yeah, the two of you, like, after doing like the stealthy look out, the sneakiness, and getting in here, and you hear Tuna say that, it really does. You both feel emboldened. Like, we've got this. Yeah. Okay, so all four of you are in here. You can see that's the only interior door. Is that one?
I would like to go up to the door, but before doing anything, I just kind of want to listen and see if I hear any voices or any like sounds of people walking around.
Okay, make a quick perception check for me, Feora. Sorry for all the checks. It's not always this many checks. It's just a few things going on. So.
30-20.
Dang.
Nice.
Okay. I'm gonna say that with that check, you can kind of envision where a couple people. feel like down in the next room, maybe you're a couple people having a conversation, and you feel like you heard a creak on a crate, and a footstep, like of adjusting on a crate, just outside this. And I've put the pieces on where you roughly think they might be.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I'll kind of like get a little closer to everyone and let them know that like I hear someone that's like right outside the door.
So you're just letting everyone know?
Yeah.
Ladrin's doing this as a whisper. Like, what do you want to do? Keep going? Do you want me to... I'm really good at, like, turning into an animal. I can, like, sneaky. I could bite somebody.
Was this where Ayvaline didn't want us to use violence, or was that with
Oh,
the
that's
fairy
right.
king?
That's here. Well, violence is okay, just that it's non-lethal, if possible. That if your lives are in danger, do whatever you need.
I don't know that we're in any immediate danger, right?
The chances are is that they might walk away further, and then we can wait until then to leave this room.
I can make a sound further in and hope. This is very quiet, by the way. I'm not talking quiet because it doesn't pick up well on my mic, but I'm whispering.
You're good.
I can, I can probably have a sound come from further in and maybe get them to wander off and investigate it, but it might be a bit risky.
Could also maybe make some humanoid-shaped lights outside of one of the other windows. Maybe to draw their attention that way.
I say we just give it a moment, see if they walk away before we try risking anything.
There's a reason my name's not Patience.
Okay. Well, if you're waiting, say, a minute or two, after about 2 minutes or so, you hear the creak of this crate. There's footfalls walking away. You're talk with a couple of other people, likely, and then continue to patrol elsewhere. I'll stop them maybe about here, because to give you an opportunity to do whatever you want to do. You hear them walking further in and maybe around the corner.
So now I want to try and like just test the door at first, see if it's locked or not.
The door that you're at? Okay. You put your hand on the doorknob and it opens completely, and you can feel like you pull it out of the frame just a little bit. Not enough to draw attention, but to tell that it's unlocked.
Okay, so now knowing that it's unlocked, I'm gonna turn back to everyone and kind of look at the room. They're gone now, so we can try sneaking by, but like just past this hallway, the room with at least maybe 2 other people. So I guess kind of just be on the lookout for that and try to be careful. And I guess if you can try and sense the crystals at any point, that'd be cool.
I'll just go ahead and use a spell slot to do detect magic, because I don't want to worry about the whole 10-minute casting, or 11. 10 minutes and 6 seconds casting time.
Got you.
So,
Okay.
yeah, I'll pop up detect magic.
Is that
and I can,
30 feet?
Yes, it's 30 feet, and I can see through most barriers except for 3 feet of wood or dirt, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 1 foot of stone. I said that all out of order, but I said it in relevance
That's
to me.
awesome. 25, 30. Okay. I have you here currently. I'll say that knowing the basic layout of the building, if you were to get behind Feora, you could sense out to the other end of the building if walking in. Currently,
Okay.
25, 30. Currently, nothing pings your sense of detect magic currently.
Okay.
Well, it's effectively the whole back half almost of the warehouse.
Right. I don't think it's on this side.
If we need it, whispering again, I could help with the distraction with an animal if we needed it. Like a really big owl or like a really big snake or a panther. Because, like, what are they doing in this warehouse? That's ridiculous. Just throwing it out there.
I guess if we know that they're not in this other half, if we could get them there so that we could check out this other side without being seen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, whatever.
There are no doors on this room in this room, or this is just we're sealed in.
There's a door in front of Feora. She checked and it's unlocked.
Oh right, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you do hear too the footsteps continue patrolling, but they seem to be on the right side now. But again, there is a limited time you get if it seems like an actual patrol that might loop back here. And that would be about half of their patrol that's passed.
I say we move. If we get caught, we knock them out. What's the worst that can happen?
I think we should move too.
Open up the door and kind of carefully creep around the hallway, try and get closer.
Okay. As you open up the door, you peer down. You can see this narrow hallway before you with a doorway at the end. You peer through that doorway. You don't really see anyone, just some crates down here, but you hear some voices off in the far back left. Can't wrap something. Oh, whatever. Anyway, back here, obviously, people at this table. You don't see them, but you hear them. Looks clear here. To your left, there's another doorway, which would have been that manager's type office that you had peered into before, Feora. Okay. Feora, you head up to this door. Is everyone else following suit?
Yes. Yeah. Hanging back and being quiet, but...
Okay.
Same.
All right, I'll put Feora and Tuna towards back here. Let me have everyone do one super quick stealth check, just to spare some from the last stealth checks. Oh no, Tuna, what'd you get?
8.
Okay. Okay. All right. Feora, how about you?
6.
Jeez, okay.
Yeah.
Ladrin?
Nat 20.
Oh.
So 23 altogether.
Jeez, nice. And Dayru?
14.
You have a
Okay.
D4 you can add to it if you need to.
Oh,
Once per
Nice.
turn for 10 minutes.
That's right.
We're not in combat, so I don't know how turns would work, but...
Yeah, go for it. That's perfect. Yeah, go ahead and add it if you want. I'm doing this one as a collective. Ooh,
wait,
what's the update?
what's math? 18.
Okay, that's awesome.
What are numbers?
That's awesome. Yeah, so collectively, everyone's pretty stealthy. averaging here. This door, Feora, seems to be locked. Hear the patrol continuing now, slowly starting to make their rounds back. They seem to take a few steps and then pause as though like inspecting, window or a barrel or whatever they might be looking at, and continue and then stop again for their next stop. They're on their way back. Door is locked. What do you want to do?
I'll pick it.
Okay, go for it. Jeez, okay. Relatively complicated lock. Probably for anyone else. But Feora, you picked this model like the back of your hand, clearly. You unlock the door and make your way in, I'm assuming. Is everyone else following suit? Hey. Alright, we get everybody into this office. Tuna, do you close the door behind?
Very quietly.
Thanks to the
Moving
average.
my tail out of the way.
Oh, God.
Based on the joke I just made in the Zoom chat.
Awesome. Yeah, you all find your way into the office, Tuna, carefully. Yep, tail out of the way. Close and let the door latch behind you. Again, there's a dim light in here. Flames dancing on top of an oil lamp with a glass tubing on top as a cover. Has that wonderful burning candle smell. And as you peer around, there's a desk with a very comfortable chair in the back. Some crates, some storage shelves, almost like a dresser in height with 4 different drawers, and a weapons rack that has a couple of short swords and a long sword, and that's it. The rest of them are empty. Yeah. It continues. What would you all like to do now that you've stepped into this sort of manager's office? No one in here, thank goodness.
I'm fearful that we won't find what we're looking for here.
Doors intrigued me, and I thought it would be nice to move in here for when the patrol comes back.
I'm so sorry, what was that? You were doing...
You're saying that locked doors intrigue me, and that I wanted to have another space to hide in for when the patrol comes back.
Gotcha. Okay. Anyone... are you just pausing here then to work around the patrol, or does anyone have anything they want to do in the office here?
I want to go through the drawers in the desk.
Okay. All right, make a quick investigation check. Anyone else snooping around?
I'll check out the dresser.
Okay. Yeah, go make an investigation check as well, Tuna. Feora,
So
what'd you get, Feora?
I got an 8.
An 8?
You can add a D4.
Oh, yeah, I could choose 4.
I
That
don't
might
know
make a
how
I want
difference.
to do that.
And Tuna, what'd you get?
4.
4. Oh, don't forget, Feora, you still have your inspiration as well from Nehru, which I think is a D6 currently.
I already rolled for Tuna's thing. Can I do the D6 on top of it?
Yes, they'll stack.
Cool. Okay, that makes it a 16.
Well, that makes a difference. Okay. So as the two of you are kind of, quietly going through things, you're looking through the different dresser-ish drawers. There's mechanical components in here, including a full mechanical arm, and then a different drawer, a full mechanical leg, like from the knee down through the foot. But a lot of different gears, components. There's almost a cleaning kit with oil and pipe cleaners and things like that. Needs to be some sort of a maintenance thing. Remembering that the Faete Ellervere is the very first person in this world. She turned herself into the very first Warforged, which is a mechanical creature with a soul. And she's a master tinkerer, and therefore managed to do that on her own. So likely her parts, her kit. Feora, you with that, that'll make a difference to how things go here, even with. So kudos to Tuna and Nehru for the extra bonuses for Feora at Gaming Clutch. You find that one of these drawers under a false bottom contains a journal of sorts. A lot of this, speaking from the point of view, it seems to belong to Faete herself. It speaks on a number of things, some personal things, but mostly her personal impression of business and business ideas and thoughts. But you know which dates to kind of go through and look. You've been looking at the past few weeks since Citron, like the past month or so, since it was 2.5 weeks ago you worked with Citron. And you find an entry which speaks of Citron sending a 10-pound sample of an unknown ore, along with a note requesting a lucrative partnership with Faete Ellervere. Her entry continues in saying that the material proved so incredible that part of her had considered taking the request, but the rest of her knew that the ore must have been procured in an illicit manner, and she didn't want any part of that. She ends the entry writing of her heavy interest in discovering where the materials came from, though, and that the crystal could revolutionize the world as Arcstone had once done for Overman's Mill. And as you finish reading that entry, the patrol's footsteps are coming around near the outside of the door. And they don't go past to the crate, they pause for a moment by the door. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Whee!
Suspense.
The pain.
We've heard that name before, haven't we?
Which one?
Daedry?
Daedry, yeah. That's
Sorry to ask a question when we're ending.
No, go for it. No, now's the time. Get it in there. Yeah. Faete is that's Ellervere's first name. Ellervere's the last name. Faete Ellervere is the person that runs Ellervere's Masterworks. It has a symbol that you found on both the mud golem from session 0 and the papers in the cave.
The papers that I found?
In the ash in the bucket.
Oh.
That might have been just before you joined. Feora found some like burned papers in a bucket, Feora and Ladrin, and she found like the same symbol for Ellervere's Masterworks. She's a master tinkerer. So things were kind of pointing to Faete, but now you're seeing a journal entry where it seems like Faete was given this opportunity of this unknown ore and turned it down because it was just too shady, which might lead one to believe that she's being set up.
Interesting.
I think Ladrin in particular was like, well, that's strange. It's such an obvious thing would be left behind, and all these burned documents, something so incriminating. So it kind of clicks, like, okay, maybe this is someone trying to set Faete up.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
The
I just
drama,
want to
the intrigue. I live for it.
Awesome. I love it. You all are so amazing. So amazing. Gosh. It's the hair.
Yes, really.
Awesome. amazing, so much fun, and thank
It
you.
seems like
Oops, oh my
places are giving
goodness.
you
Thank you as well, viewers, for being here and hanging out with us. You're such a delight. Gosh, this, if you're new, hope you had fun. You've been watching Sundered Faete, our Tuesday night D&D campaign. Runs every Tuesday 9 to midnight. This is episode 3. It's early on. Let's say, gosh, I mean, what else do I have to say? If you've been here even a minute, you've seen how awesome all these wonderful players are. So I hope you'll come back and check us out next Tuesday. We have a lot of content, so if you had fun, consider giving us a follow. Got a lot of D&D across the week, usually in that 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. time slot, but not Tuesdays. Nope, we get a nice early start. And then we end at midnight unless I forget and run us to 1, which I won't do again. Yeah. So, hey, yeah, tune in next week. Find out what's going on with that guard. Is our crew in trouble? Are they gonna find anything here beyond this note? What about this sample? Is it here in the warehouse? What's gonna happen next? Oh, I can't wait to find out. Yeah, so I think for now we'll raid our friends over at Dork Tales, and hopefully we'll catch you all again next week. Thank you, everyone. Have a lovely night. Catch you soon. Bye.
Bye.